Hi everyone, I'm Tracy DeMario. I am the Senate Bliss Family Superstar Director, and I wanted to talk to you today about how to locate events, how to find them, and how to secure them. First of all, if you're wanting to do events, you have to be committed to putting in the time to locate those events. So one of the things you can do now is you can go on Facebook and join one of the many vendor fairs and festivals or exhibitor groups. Here in Missouri, there's some called Missouri Fairs and Festivals, Missouri Vendors. They have them located by different regions of the state, so you might search for that option as well. And depending on where you live, they could even have them listed by county or city. So join as many of those as possible. You can also look on Craigslist. I know that is still someplace that many events are posted. Now, either way, whenever you're talking to these promoters, if they tell you that they already have a Scentsy consultant, your next question should be, could you add me to your wait list? Things come up all the time. People cancel, consultants quit, emergencies happen. Get on the list so that you can be in the know and be an option for them in the future. Also, another thing to do is ask them, has the Scentsy consultant already committed to the fair or festival? Have they filled out the application and paid for it? If the answer is no, ask them when they're requiring them to be due and make a reminder of when that date is. When that reminder goes off, you need to contact that promoter and say, hi, I am the Tracy DeMario, I'm the Scentsy consultant, and I had visited with you some time back, and it's my understanding today's the day the contracts are due. Do you have a Scentsy consultant that has already paid for and submitted their application? If not, I'm more than willing to do that today. Any opportunity you have to do events, you want to be sure you ask them, can I go ahead and secure this event for next year? That's the best way to make sure that you always have that event. However, some of them will wait till maybe January, February, or whenever they tell you their deadline is, and that's when they're due. But by calling on that actual day, if the other consultant has not done their commitment, then you have the opportunity to jump in there and get that event. So keep that in mind. Another thing you can do is contact different churches and schools in your area. Oftentimes, church gyms or school gyms are used for both programs with and without the insides or outsides, or rather, of their facilities. So, for example, churches a lot of times will rent out their gyms, not just to church organizations, but others as well. So contact them and ask them, do they have, or are they aware of, or who would be that person that takes care of those type of rentals? Do they know of any of organizations inside the church that is having any type of events that you could set up at? Ask for the contact information and do the same as you would, we mentioned previously. Same is true with the schools. Contact the schools and ask them if they have any organizations inside the school, such as Project Graduation, for example. It's not uncommon for them to do something, or a holiday bazaar that they're hosting using their school. If so, ask them who the organizer is and contact them about being the Scentsy consultant for that event. Now, another thing you can also ask is, are there any non-school related organizations that have rented or are utilizing the gym for an event? And again, get the contact information. Now, if you have event centers in your area, that's where you want to be contacting too. Contact those event centers and ask them who has reserved them. Sometimes you can find this information online if you just go to the website, but if it's a smaller, more local type of facility, you probably just need to call and talk to the person that handles all of the bookings. So those are some simple and easy things that you can be doing. It's going to take time. You have to put in the time, and you've got to be diligent, and you have to be disciplined if you want to do this. But remember, there are new events that start all the time. So it's really important that you don't just do it once and forget about it. This is something you want to be revisiting on a regular basis. The other thing you can do is make sure everyone you know realizes that you're looking for events and that you want to do events. So not only do you need to be telling them in person, but you also need to be sharing this on social media, asking them, are you aware of anybody that's looking for vendors or Scentsy consultants? Because I would love to be a vendor at an upcoming event. Don't just plant this seed once. This is something you need to post once a month to be a reminder to people, because maybe in that moment they're not aware of anything. But 6 weeks go by and all of a sudden they were visiting with someone who's telling them about an event that they're putting together. And now, because you've posted again, they have that opportunity to see that. Same is true in the Facebook groups. When you join these groups, be sure you're posting saying, hey, I'm a Scentsy consultant and I'm looking for events. Does anybody have any events happening that they need a consultant for? And again, do that on a regular basis. That way, when some new promoters pop in there, you'll be the first to get it. So I hope this helps, and good luck and get to work.